What the fuck is up? Welcome to the Beneath the Dirt podcast, where we profile and showcase underground music while taking an occasional trip above the surface. I'm your host, Rombone. Thank you for tuning in. Now I want to get into a few new releases that have come out. Kung Fu Vampire just released a song with Futuristic called Trapped in Hell. He released a video for it. It's a dope song. Dark. Talking about dealing with suicidal thoughts and depression. I think Kung Fu Vampire can rap his fucking ass off. This dude is steadily winning me over as a fan. When I first heard him, first seen him, was on one of the Twisted tours, probably about 10 years ago. Stage show was dope. He had the full band, but I just wasn't really feeling it. Over time, he's kind of lost the look, the vampire look. Just kind of rocks it as himself now, and he's just letting his skills do the work for him. Doesn't really need the visuals, because this dude, like I said, raps his fucking ass off, has dope content, and the way he carries himself is very unapologetic. He is who he is. This dude's dope as fuck. I suggest you check out the new Kung Fu Vampire video featuring Futuristic, Trapped in Hell. The next video and song that came out is D-Loc from Kottonmouth Kings. D-Loc got a new solo album coming out called Ripperside. It's dropping December 21st, and his new single is called Gone. Very laid back, West Coast, just kind of get high anthem. Very dope. Video is just him in the studio, rapping the song, smoking. I really dig it. I dig the mellow vibes of it. The beat is fucking dope as fuck. I'll be looking forward to the new D-Loc solo album. Now up next, Skee released a new song. He released the explosive freestyle over the explosive instrumental by Dr. Dre. Skee to me is just alright. He just kind of says shit to say shit. He can rap, but to me, he doesn't make great songs. I know this is just a freestyle, but it's just whatever to me. I'm not overly impressed with Skee. I thought that his last album, Charlie and the Filth Factory, was alright. His Spirit Bomb album was alright, had a few good songs on it, but overall, not overly impressed with Gmo. This was more of a laid back beat that Dre produced on the Chronic 2001 album, and Gmo is just going hard on it. Not really taking the laid back approach that I think the beat kind of needs to it, but you can check that out. It's up on his YouTube. Tech N9ne released 2 more songs off the Nina collection. He released FTI 2.0 and Death Threats featuring King ISO. Like I said about the previous 4 songs that came out for the Nina collection, I'm just not overly impressed with Tech. He says he's still hungry. He says he's still has something to prove, but to me, it just kind of sounds like the same shit, different song title. His last couple albums I've not been impressed with. These songs here, I mean, they sound good, sound quality wise, but not overly impressed. Probably won't get many spins from me. And I'm not a fan of how they're releasing the album like 2 songs at a time and then combine it to make it 4 songs into an EP. And then eventually it'll release into a full LP. Now I get that the world we live in right now, the digital age that we're in right now, is content can't come fast enough, can't come soon enough, more content. But Tech doesn't have that classic album. People will say Angelic, people will say Absolute Power. I think his best album is all 6s and 7s, but take 3-4 songs off it, then it could probably be a classic. But yeah, I'm not a fan of how they're releasing music. I get it. Just keep releasing music. Keep the name on the mind of the fans. And eventually we'll get a full album. They're doing that with UBI of Cess Crew as well. I think I'm not going to check out any more of the songs until the full project comes out. Myself personally, I like consuming the full project. Not just a few songs here, a few songs there, and then however many months later, or however much time passed later, we get a full-length album. I'm going to wait from this point forward for the full-length album to come out, and from there, I'll listen to the Nina project from there. Necro released a new project, The Notorious Goriest. His first new album in a few years. I haven't got to check it out yet, but I'm sure the production on it is fucking hard. Necro is super underrated as a producer. When you listen to Necro, you know what you're gonna fucking get from Necro. You're gonna get that brutal, in-your-face, hardcore, horrorcore, wicked shit, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. That's what you're gonna get. And he also announced a reunion show with Ill Bill. Now, to me, this is fucking dope. Ill Bill and Necro haven't done anything together in at least, it might be probably 10 years since The Hour of Reprisal, when Necro was on Ill Bill's album, was the last time that they did anything together. I don't know if it was creative differences or what that may prevented them from working together, but I want them to work together. What's Wrong with Bill still might be Ill Bill's best album. The production on that, like I said, Necro's production's dope. The production on that shit, Bill came super fucking hard on that shit. Anatomy of a School Shooting, if you don't remember, was on that album. I want the Blood Brothers album. They advertised back in 2004 when Psychological Records was releasing all the non-fiction solo albums. Necro released Sexorcist, Prefix. Mr. Hyde released an album. Circle of Tyrants came out with an album. They were just releasing non-stop music. And Blood Brothers was advertised as an album that was going to come out that was going to be Ill Bill and Necro. Oh, also, another album that was advertised was Secret Society, which was non-fiction in Necro. I think I would want that more than a Blood Brothers album, but I don't think non-fiction is going to do anything anytime soon. Gore-Tex is back in the picture. He's all over Ill Bill's last album. He was all over the Heavy Metal Kings album, but we don't really see much from Sabak Red. So I don't know what his role is or what he's up to. But if we can't get the Secret Society project, I'd be more than happy with a Blood Brothers project, Necro and Ill Bill. I think Ill Bill has improved as a songwriter, lyricist over the years. Not many people steady make improvements, in my opinion, like he has. This dude just keeps getting better and better. The reunited Necro and Ill Bill show that they're doing in Brooklyn on December 21st only gives me hope for a Blood Brothers album or possibly the Secret Society project with Necro and Ill Bill. Two new tours got announced. This is dope as fuck to me. Shaggy 2 Dope is going on the Fuck the Fuck Off motherfucker tour. Kicks off January 10th in Ohio and concludes at Juggalo Weekend. So at Juggalo Weekend in New Orleans, I guess we're going to get a Shaggy 2 Dope solo set. And Shaggy 2 Dope is bringing out Ouija Mac on the Fuck the Fuck Off motherfucker tour. I haven't seen Ouija Mac live yet, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping he comes out to Human Waste as the opening track. Like, that shit was dope as fuck to open Gutter Water. I seen Shaggy solo on the Fuck the Fuck Off tour back in 06, 07, something like that. He had DJ Clay on the ones and twos. That was dope. Shaggy up there rocking it just fucking solo, rapping his ass off for a fucking hour. I'm hyped. You can catch me at the Shaggy show. I'll be at either the Worcester show or Providence show at the Fett Ballroom. So you can catch me at either one of those shows. Now this next tour, I'm even more hyped for. This tour right here, the E&J tour, Esham and Violent J, kicking off New Year's Eve in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and concluding February 13th in Florida. This tour right here, Esham and Violent J, I saw Esham probably 3 years ago. He did a one-off at the Palladium in Worcester, and he played 90% Boomin' Words to Dead Flowers. And he had a couple other songs mixed in after it, shit from A1, and then shit from his newer albums, Dichotomy, shit like that. But he was playing nothing but classics that night. I'm hoping on this E&J tour that Esham comes out and plays those fucking classics again. I love me some Esham, godfather of the wicked shit. Dude is super underappreciated, super underrated. I'm looking forward to it. And then we get a Violent J solo set. I haven't seen Violent J solo. When they went on their tours, Shaggy and Jay went on their tours a couple years ago. I don't think they came to the area out here. I think that was more of a Midwest kind of thing. I could be wrong. So I'm interested to see what Violent J is going to do solo on stage. What he's going to play. To be honest, I'm not a fan of The Shining. I didn't really like that album. Thought it was boring. And then the only other solo album he has is Wizard of the Hood. And you could maybe do a song or two off Wizard of the Hood live. But I'm sure he's going to be rocking a lot of ICP shit. Because he has a lot of fucking solo songs anyway on ICP shit. So I'm sure he's going to be rocking a lot of ICP shit. I'm sure he'll be rocking some shit off Shining. He's releasing a new EP that you can only get through the VIP package, the Black Eyed Kids. Now, this is how they get you with these exclusive CDs. And to purchase the VIPs is they release exclusive shit. So, you best believe I'll probably be getting the VIP mainly just to get that CD. I want to hear what Violent J has to offer solo. So we'll be getting new music from Violent J before Fearless Fred Fury comes out. And I'm curious to hear it. I know Esham's back in the picture a lot. A couple months back, Esham was posting on Twitter and Instagram in the studio with ICP, with Violent J. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to get some Esham production or some Esham features on the EP. And I'm sure we're going to get some more Esham on Fearless Fred Fury as well. I mean, they covered his song Judgment Day as the Hollow-Wicked 2018 release. So I'm expecting to get probably some Esham production on Fearless Fred Fury, maybe a feature. And with Esham going on tour with Violent J, ICP covering Judgment Day as a song, Esham hinting at that he's been in the studio with ICP, makes me think, I know they announced that Soopa Villainz is coming back. Do we want a Soopa Villain album? Are they going to continue the same gimmick that they had before? Mr. Club, Mr. Heart, Mr. Spade, Mr. Diamond? Are they going to continue that gimmick? Which I thought was kind of lame, but the music was decent? Or are we just going to get straight up wicked shit from ICP and Esham? Now really what I want is an E and J album. Esham and J, just call it E and J like you're doing on the tour. That, to me, when they work together, Esham and Violent J, they both step their game up. They both level up. They're competing with each other. You could tell that they're trying to out-rap each other on songs. If you go back to like 02, 03, 04, Esham was in the picture. That's when Soopa Villainz was first announced. Esham released the Acid Rain album, which was a greatest hits, and it featured new songs. He had Pow Pow Pow, Migraine Headache, which featured ICP. Those songs were dope as fuck. They had the Hollow-Wicked single, Silence of the Hams, that they released. I forget what year that one came out, but that song was dope as fuck. On Esham's Repentance album, Violent J was on Dem Boys. That track's just fucking hard, that beat. Dope as fuck. Dark. Boom, another song. Just hits you, that fucking beat. Esham was on The Wraith, Shangri-La. It was a hidden song after Ain't Your Business. And that shit went fucking super hard too. These dudes, when they get together, when they fucking finally see eye to eye, which is mainly Esham going on his fuck ICP bullshit. But when they see eye to eye together and they're working together, these dudes level up, rap their asses off, and make good fucking music. And that's what I want to hear. Whether it's Soopa Villainz or we get an E and J album, whatever it is, if they collaborate and they're on a new album together, we can expect some hard-hitting, dope, wicked shit. And if you ask me, Esham, the last time really Esham to me put out a solid project was right around the time when he was on Psychopathic and after he dropped Not a Cent of the World. That was a dope album to me. Everything after that, as a whole, the projects have just been lacking to me. They got good songs on them, but as a whole, the albums just weren't there. And I've been critical of recent releases from ICP Violent J. I talked about the 6 foot freestyle, 6 foot, 7 foot freestyle, that other freestyle, the video in Vegas. Not a fan. Juggalo Cypher, not a fan. The Not a Gang shit. I like the Judgment Day shit, but that's just a cover. But they covered that shit really well. So I'm hoping that we get that ferocity back in Violent J. And he reconnects with Esham, whether it's an E and J album, Soopa Villainz album. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we get that. I'm hoping that the news of a reunited Soopa Villainz is not just another thing that Psychopathic tells us, that Violent J tells us, and never comes to fruition. I hope this shit really happens. I hope it's more than just a performance. I'd like at least an EP of new material of Soopa Villainz, or just E and J, like I said. I think these dudes will level up. It'll bring back that inspiration that I think that they both need. And the juggalos and the fans will benefit from it. Get some dope ass music. Because that's what we want. That's all we really want. We want dope ass music. Give it to us. Give us that dope wicked shit. Give us that dope acid rap. Have it produced by Esham and Violent J. I'd be fucking perfectly fine with that. I like Esham's production. Esham's always had good production. He's produced pretty much all his albums. I know his last few releases, he's reached out and got outside production. Everything up until probably A1 Yola was produced by him. So if Soopa Villainz is produced by Esham and Violent J, I'd be perfectly fine with that. So let's put it out there. Let's get Soopa Villainz back in the fucking studio, working on new music. Esham and Violent J cranking out that brand new hardcore wicked shit, because that's all we want. We want that dope shit, and they need to release more music. I mean, come on. One release from Psychopathic this year? Just one? And it wasn't from either Shaggy or Violent J? We need more music. Now, I know I said earlier, I'm not a fan of how Tech Nine's releasing music. I'm not saying that they should just release a couple songs here and there. Release a fucking EP. Give us something. Actually, now that I think about it, I would just take a fucking couple songs here and there, because we ain't even getting anything. And we haven't been getting shit for the last couple years, really. Yeah, we got Shaggy's Fuck the Fuck Off, motherfucker. But we want new ICP, and I know we gotta wait till February 15th to get it. And that shit's still fucking 2 months away. But goddamn, we need y'all to release more music. Be it Soopa Villainz, Shaggy solo, Violent J solo, ICP, whatever. We need more music. You gotta keep up out here. You gotta keep consistently putting out fucking music, and it's gotta be good at that. No bullshit. No watered down wicked shit. We want that real ruthless wicked shit. And that's all I got for this episode. Y'all can catch me at either the Worcester or Providence shows for Violent J's tour, or the E and J tour, and the Fuck the Fuck Off motherfucker tour. Haven't decided which ones I'm going for each one, but I'll be definitely at both shows in either one of those cities. And I want to thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Rome Bone. This is the Beneath the Dirt Podcast. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.